This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Dmitry Bivol here in Saudi Arabia. Dmitry, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm glad to hear it. Only a few days away now. Lyndon Arthur, an interesting fight, not the one many expected. What does Lyndon Arthur pose? What threat does Lyndon Arthur bring to the ring?
Uh, he has a good English boxing school. He has good jab, and he has a good counter punch with the right hand. And I didn't fight 1 year. It's all of this. It could it could make some problems, but I believe in myself like I do it every time. And I had a good training camp, and I have to win this fight, of course.
When you have Canelo and then Ramirez, it was an unbelievable year for you. This year, maybe a little bit more frustrating. You haven't had a big name fight. How do you motivate yourself for somebody like a Lyndon Arthur compared to where you've been previously?
It's easy. He has a belt. I want this belt.
Do you still class the IBO title then as a full world championship?
Uh, he just has this belt, and he's called as a world champion, IBO, and I just wanna take this belt, and I wanna be the champion IBO. Well, why not? It's better than without belt.
Obviously, I know you don't want to look too far into the future, but have you started to speak with your team about what will happen next year, what fights you want? There's one obvious one, but away from Beterbiev, have you spoken with your team now how 2024 will look?
Of course, we spoke, and when we signed this contract for this fight, it was not only this fight. It's next fight could be for belts, and Saudi Arabia is interested to make this fight happen in light heavyweight division. This is why we're here, and this is why I'm excited to be part of this event, because it's open the way for me for the future.
The next fight then being signed, depending on what happens with Artur Beterbiev and Callum Smith, does it depend on who wins that fight if it takes place in Saudi Arabia?
А это важно вообще? I'm not sure. It depends on. I think it depends on Saudi more, yeah. But now to be honest, I'm focused now on Lyndon Arthur, and then I think they're interested, of course, to make the fight happen. Yeah, undisputed fight. We talk about Beterbiev, yeah. Things could be changed. It could be Smith, but I think they will be interested too. About the fight Smith and Beterbiev, I told before that I'm giving more credits to Beterbiev, but we'll see.
What do you think happens between Beterbiev and Callum Smith? A lot of people think maybe Artur started to show his age now. He's maybe a little bit on the decline.
Yeah, of course, this is boxing. Everything could happen, and year by year we are not getting younger. And but still, we see on boxing styles. If we see on Callum Smith boxing style, he letting his opponent to come too close, but he's tall, but he's letting them to come close. And for Beterbiev, he likes it.
Who would you rather face, Beterbiev or Smith?
To be honest, doesn't matter for me. I just think about belts. Even this fight, I didn't think too much about which person against me. I thought about who's better for ranking, and and he had belt, and it was excited for me.
I have to ask Dmitry, you recently came face to face with Artur Beterbiev and people filmed you face off. What went through your mind when you was looking into his eyes at that moment?
Nothing, to be honest, yeah, because For me, face to face is it doesn't say too much, and even when the fight is not ready, you know.
I want to ask as well, Dmitry, David Benavidez recently victorious against Demetrius Andrade. Him and his father mentioned a potential fight with you after the fight. They said you've sparred previously as well. Can you reflect on that sparring for me, please?
Yeah, we had couple of sparrings. It was good sparrings for me, for him, I think, and maybe in the future, yeah, we could fight to each other because he can move up, yeah, and if he moves up, of course he will be my opponent.
And just a final one: is the Canelo fight no more rematch, or do you think it could still happen at some point?
Now he's not in my plans for next year.
Dmitry, thank you. Final message, anything you'd like to leave on?
Thank you everyone who support me. Don't miss my fight on December 23rd, and I hope I will keep my belt and I will win another one, and I will make all fans happy to watch my fight. Thank you.